Hi, I'm Susan. Today I am participating in Mixed Media March 25 hosted by Carrie Griffiths. And we are to use a jelly print in a rectangular format. And we can do anything we want. All we have to do is put the number of the day and sign it. So I hope everybody's doing great. And without further ado, let's get started. So today I'm going to do a neurographic art, and I'm just using the top off of my jar here. You can use a quarter, a button. I've used buttons a lot. I just found something that's kind of round, and I'm just going to start by just going around here. Although this is a little bit bumpy, I probably should have put a notepad or something over it. And I just let the top lead me along, kind of cross. And I just kind of doodle my design. Whoops, get back up there. All right, I'll just straighten that out there. And now where all the joints are, I'm just going to fill that in. And I think I'm going to get a marker, get a thicker line. Let's see what I've got. I have a brush marker. So I'm just going to smooth those out. I hope everybody's doing great. I am doing pretty good. This is going to just be, so far I'm just going to be doing the darker lines and doing the corners. And I'm going to speed this up and let you watch. All right, now I just want to do some doodles. So let's see here. I want to do some circles here. And I'm going to fill in the background with black. This is a very relaxing thing to do. I don't do enough of it. Let me see. I wished I don't have, find a book that I can, so it's a little bit smoother. Make sure I'm still in frame. Yeah, it works much better. Still reading my Anne of Avonlea book. My husband and I are watching Luke Cage. I really like the show, but the language is awful. He can be a bit raunchy, but I like the plot. Let's see here, and I'm just gonna use my brush marker for that. It'll go quicker. Hopefully I can get in between here. But other than that, my husband he's he's still sore and he's still bruised, but he seems to be doing okay. He is working. So it's just that compensation of the, the jammed toe and everything has made his other part of his foot sore. And his back, he's hobbling along though. But he'll get there. He and my sons are going to Comic-Con. I opted to stay home. I just don't do well with crowds anymore. And I think they need a men's day out. But it's supposed to be bad weather. I hope not. They're even talking about tornadoes. And it's in Tupelo. And Tupelo tends to get that bad weather more than we do down here in Starkville. I don't know. I probably should have just made my circles a little bit bigger or not used this brush, but I'm going to keep going. There we go. Now let's see what I want to do. I can do squares or rectangles. Just something to decorate. Yeah, we used to go to Comic-Con in Jackson, and it was a lot of fun. But it was always so crowded. The boys got to see a lot of people that they cared. They saw a lot of the Power Rangers from when they were kids. And this already has like hexagrams, so I'm just going to go around that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the from my gel print. It's very faint, but it'll be something good to add from the stencil that I had used on this. I wanted something light that I could draw over. It was always a lot of fun. My youngest son is a huge wrestling fan, and he's seen a few wrestlers that he likes from the day. Even my husband, many of the writers of the comic book characters that he likes, that he grew up reading. I can't remember the names of them, but he's gotten their he's taken books to have autographed. It was a lot of fun. I miss reading. I don't read them like I used to. I always liked Batman's my favorite. The later ones were, the more dark ones. They're just about as good as any novel you could read. The storylines are wonderful. Because that's what's important to me, is the story. I like the artwork. But if it doesn't have a good story, I'm not interested. I like that. Let's see what else I've got. I can, let me try here. I'll try here. I have very eclectic taste in my reading material anyway. I've mentioned that in a previous video. And I appreciate those of you who have let me know what you like. One commenter mentioned Nancy Drew, and I had forgotten about Nancy. That's one of the first things that got me hooked on mysteries, because I also love Agatha Christie, and it just I love a good mystery. In fact, that's what I'm gravitated towards mostly. But 5th grade, our library had Nancy Drew books, and I hit on that, and my mom used to read them too because she read them when she was a kid. And every Christmas I'd get a few of the books that our library didn't have, and I love those books, and I kept them, you know, for many years. But I gave them to our preacher's kids when my boys were little, because I knew they wouldn't care anything for Nancy Drew. Kind of wished I'd kept them, because I wouldn't mind going back and rereading them now. But they were just so much. That's what drew me into reading. I read every one of them. And I never could get into the Hardy Boys. I read a couple of my mom had some Bobbsey twins, and I read a couple of those. They were pretty good, but nothing like Nancy. All right, let's see what I'm going to do next. Let's see. I'm going to do checkerboard. My mom was a Harlequin reader, and I would about 7th grade is when I started getting interested. Now I like the 70s Harlequin. Well, there's a few later on. I mean, of course I kind of outgrew Harlequin when I got older, but there's still a few books that I have that I love, that, you know, just I remembered as a kid, and I just like rereading them. Sort of like going back in time. But I just hit spots. I used to like Barbara Michaels, and I'll go back and reread some of hers. Of course, I hit the romance in my teen years. Besides the Harlequins, Johanna Lindsay, and I read a few Danielle Steele, but I was more interested. I used to love Judith Krantz. It's funny how these are just brought back so many memories. I definitely didn't have a highbrow, but as I got older, I've gone back and reread some of the classics. Mish had mentioned Jane Eyre, and I liked that one. Wuthering Heights. Okay. I like that. Let's see what else I've got. small ones. I think off the top of my head, the other ones I used to read. Some of them I couldn't go back and read now if I wanted to. But it's, I just think it's important that you read. My whole family was a big reader. My mom and dad used to be a joke because my maiden name was Tally. And it was always a joke that you could always tell a tally because they had a book in their hand and their foot was moving. And that was about right. But my husband's not a reader, except for, he likes his comics. And my sons aren't readers. I feel sorry for them. I just enjoy here doodling. It's fun. And it's relaxing. I highly recommend it. It doesn't have to be a work of art. This certainly isn't. But it is just something to do. It just brings that little joy of completing something. And I think it has its own beauty. Okay, now let's see what I want to do. I want to do swirls. going to call this done. It's just a lot of fun. It's just relaxing. I ran out of things to talk. I figured you were maybe getting bored, so I just sped it up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this art. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't, ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Y'all have a great, wonderful day. Take care. I love you. Be sure and check out Carrie Griffith's channel. Be sure and check out the hashtag MixedMediaMarch25 to see what everyone else has made. It's all listed in my description box down below. And I want to thank all the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much. And I certainly appreciate the ones that have been with me for a while. So until next time, bye y'all.